Hey Spirit Tribe, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a reading about your future self and their advice on your relationship right now, your romantic relationship, and the troubles you're having, and what the outcome will be, and what their advice is to make this work. So I'm gonna explain to you. I already did the cards. I already shuffled them because there's a lot of cards, and I wasn't gonna bother you just watching it. So I already did it. So the left side is your side. The right side is your partner's side. And the middle is where you kind of come together, the situation that is, or the theme actually, that is speaking right now. So the top one is the past, the middle one is the present, and the bottom one is your future. I have extra cards to see the final outcome, and I have some extra cards to give you some extra advice. So let's get right into it. A little bit and do it this way. Okay. So here we have your past. What is your future self trying to tell you about your past? So this is your side. We have the full moon in Taurus. We have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Sun card. You have the Two of Swords. And for your partner, we have the New Moon in Pisces, the Lovers. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the Five of Cups. And in the middle we have Rites of Passage. Okay, so right off the bat, I am seeing the difference between you two. I see that you are full of energy and you're a straightforward person, and I see that your partner is more of very calm person who is always thinking a lot, feeling a lot, but more in their selves. So they're an introvert and you're an extrovert. I see that you were actually wishing for your partner to come into your life. You were manifesting this kind of relationship, and you were manifesting this kind of relationship, and it was one of your biggest dreams that came true. You found this person, you felt like you no longer were alone. This is the relationship for you. You have found your true love. And on the other side, I see that your partner actually feels or felt in the same way, but there's a big difference in expression of your emotions. You see that they're more timid and they're kind of still a little bit stuck in the past and still feeling that they have to assess this relationship before they can go forward with anything. And they're still thinking about things that have happened in the past with past relationships, and there's still a lot of thoughts on where their path is going, or where the path was going. They're kind of all over the place with it. And you're feeling like you don't have to choose anymore, you don't have to hold back anymore. You're right here, right now, going for everything. Okay, so let's see what your present has to say. So in the present, we see the new moon in Leo. We have the Knight of Cups, the Devil card, the Knight of Swords. On the other side, we have the First Quarter. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. And in the middle we have Redemption. I think I see what the current issue in your relationship is and what your future self is trying to tell you about this. I see that you are in a very fast forward movement at the moment, and your partner totally isn't. And that's where it's creating these issues. See, you're very determined to go forward with this relationship. You want to be married, you want to have kids, you want to buy the house, you want to buy the big house with the white picket fence, and you want to work together, you want to do everything that the relationship that a full-blown relationship has to offer, but you want to see this now, right now. And your partner is still doubting this. Not that they're doubting you, but they're doubting themselves and if they're ready for this. Excuse me. They're still very protective about their past and where they're coming from. You see that they had a very long road that they walked before actually getting to this point, and they're still finding the balance in their lives together with you. And you're actually getting very frustrated at your point because you want to see this forward movement happening now, and they are also wanting to see the forward movement, but they're feeling that you are going too fast and they have to kind of pull you back, and that's where the arguments are coming in and the frustrations are coming in, and that's the major issue in your relationship right now. Yeah, because you see this card of redemption and you see the figure standing in the middle, and they're actually very balanced. If you see the left side and the right side of this card, I'll show you a little bit closer. It's actually in perfect balance, and this is the issue in your relationship, finding the balance. And I feel like your partner is feeling like you want to move way too fast and that the balance is not being respected. And you are feeling frustrated because your partner is not expressing the same emotions as you have, although you know that they love you very much. You're kind of like, come on, why are we still waiting? Why can't we just move on? Why can't you just move in with me? Why can't we have a baby already? And those are very big things to be talking about in a relationship. It's gonna differ for a lot of people how long you've been together, but it doesn't matter what time on the relationship or the length of your relationship. When you get to talking about these things, it's getting really serious, and some people just kind of crawl back in their shells and are not as comfortable as other people talking about this. And that doesn't mean that your person is feeling like they cannot have that future with you. But what I really see, what's being expressed in these cards is that they are feeling judged by you, actually, and they're kind of rebelling against it. It's working in an opposite effect than what you want it to have, actually. So they're pulling back while you are trying to move forward. It's like a rope pulling contest between you guys. And the key here is to find the balance where you both can be happy. I think from your side, you need to have a little bit more understanding that not everything can go really, really fast, and you need to slow down. And your partner needs to see that you are very invested in this relationship and you love them very much, and you will offer them the stability and all the love that they need. But yeah, you need to slow down, and they need to recognize that you're putting in all the work, that these feelings are coming from your heart. It's coming from the most beautiful place, and the fact that you're trying to move so quickly is because your enthusiasm. You just really, really, really believe in this a lot, and you want to show it to them, and you want to just kind of whoosh, shoot forward and go for it. Okay, so let's see what the future says. Okay, for your side, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. On your partner's side, we have the Southern Node. We have Judgment. We have the Five of Swords, the Tower card, and we have Rebirth. So what I'm seeing here is for your future that there will be a new beginning. There's gonna be a rebirth for your relationship, and your future self is coming in to tell you what it's gonna be like, but also to tell you what work you have to put in or what's gonna have to change for this relationship to work. And if you do so, the chances are going to be way higher for it to succeed, instead of going in this very fast energy to as opposed to this slower energy. So there's a new beginning coming in your thought process. I'm seeing you slowing down a lot. You have heard your partner's fears and worries, and you adjusted yourself to kind of plant the seed and letting go of the fast movement and slowing down and being more in touch with the here and the now. And for your partner, this was actually a blessing, because that's the energy that they needed to let go of their past worries and past frustrations of other relationships they were in, where they felt like they weren't going anywhere, they were all over the place, and they kind of let that go in the future. Well, not kind of, they actually did let it go, because you can see clearly here that the Judgment card, you can see this figure being freed of all their pain and worries and frustration. And with the Southern Node, you can also it's a card that is telling you to not let the past hold you back for your path moving forward. And your person or your partner felt this. They get it now. They see the past with you, and they're letting go of their frustrations, and they feel more at ease. You can see their worries starting to melt away, and they're ascending to the light, to something better, to relationship with you. And I know the Tower card is here, but the Tower card doesn't always have to be a negative card. It's a card of change. It's a card of positive change, situations that are changing for the best, issues that you're leaving behind. And also with this rebirth card, we see this figure. She's bursting with light. There's, if you can see this, she's cracked and she's opening up, and there's light shining through. And I feel like your future self is telling you that this is gonna happen. You will get over these issues, but there needs to be, from both sides, more understanding from where you're coming from. So the suggestion here is you guys needing to communicate your emotions, so you can kind of get on the same line in your situations. You need to align with each other, and from there on, if that's gonna happen, if you guys actually align with each other, I don't see in these cards that there's a break gonna happen. There's gonna be a breakthrough for your partner, and there's gonna be a breakthrough for you, and you guys will come together. Actually, there's gonna be celebration. You're gonna feel heard. You're gonna feel like you still are this person wanting to move forward, but you realize that it's gonna go in a slower pace, and you're at peace with that. And that's how this rebirth is gonna happen. Your partner finally feels heard and is also wanting to get in this new beginning with you. So I'm gonna take the extra cards and see what we have here. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Strength card. We have, oh sorry, do it this way. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Seven of Wands. So I'm going to move them a little bit higher so you can see better. Okay. So this is extra information that we're getting from your future self to see where the situation is going to. And I see that you did master your emotions. You're more down to earth about your relationship, and you're still very fiery, and your intentions are still to move forward with your person, but you've calmed down more. You're more in touch with your emotions in a different way. You've mastered them. You mastered your emotions and calmed down. You're still very fiery. Don't get me wrong. Everything in this reading is screaming that you want to go forward already. But you realized that calming down is the way to go, and you can see that all this enthusiasm is coming from a very nice, warm and loving place. It's coming straight from your heart. These three cards obviously show that you're a very warm person, and very excited to see what the future holds for you guys. And on the other side, we see a breakthrough for your partner too. They're still very in their minds, but I think that's something you guys are just gonna have to get used to, because they say opposites attract, right? So very extroverted and very introverted, but it's gonna work together if you both understand where you're coming from. So, and definitely see the difference in your cards, that you still have this fiery energy, and your partner still has the introverted energy, but it's changed, it's morphed into something that works a lot better for you guys in your relationship. And your with the Queen of Wands, she's very reserved. She knows where she wants to go. Excuse me. And it's not because of the Queen of Wands. We all have masculine and our feminine sides. The Queen and the King can go on any person, whether you're male or female. But so the Queen of Swords is saying your partner has reserved energy. They're very thoughtful of where they're going next, and they're assessing almost every step that they're gonna take towards the future. But the change is that the wheel has turned in the upright position, and they had a breakthrough as to that they don't have any doubts anymore about this, and they do want to go forward with you, and they do feel like you have changed, and they're more at ease in this relationship, and yeah, they want to start this new beginning with you. They feel it in their heart. They feel that they're in the right place with you in this relationship. And it's very nice to see that you both have your heart chakras fully open. So I'm very happy for you. I want to take a couple of more cards. I have this deck right here, and these I am gonna shuffle on camera just to get a little bit of extra information. So let's see what they have to say. I feel this one. I'm gonna take 3. This one and this one. So what do we have? We have the spider, the parrot, and the lion. Okay, so spider, parrot, and the lion. And I'm actually feeling like these two need to be switched, and I'm gonna do it, and I'll tell you why. So, because we're working on the left side with your emotions, right side your partner's emotions, and the middle being the situation for the both of you. And I feel this parrot is more part of your spirit, and this lion is more part of your partner's spirit. and the spider is where you're going to. Because the parrot, it actually says, and yes, it's in Dutch, but I'll translate it. It says papegaai, let op je woorden. It means parrot, watch your words. And the lion says, be courageous. So this whole reading we've been talking about your energies and trying to align your energies, and you've been extroverted and your partner being introverted. And I feel like these cards are confirming that, and I really love it when the last cards kind of pull the entire energy of what we've been talking about together. It's really nice when that happens. It makes me happy that what I've been channeling for you is right. So that being said, so the parrot says, watch what you're saying, and I feel like this is very correct because you're an extroverted person and you're always upfront with your emotions and your feelings, and you're not scared to show them, and you're doing this towards your partner who is inverted. Excuse me. That it can cause them to pull away or go more into their own minds and in their own mind and their own head, and they don't really show as much their emotions as you do. And this card of the lion is telling them to be courageous and not let that energy or the extrovertedness of you conflict with their introvertedness. So it is about finding the balance between you two, and you and your partner having to speak up a little bit more, and you having to quiet down a little bit more, so you two can hear each other way better. And this is where the spider comes in. It's weaving the web very slowly. It takes a lot of time for a spider to do this, and it takes time and work and effort to create something beautiful. And I feel like you two are doing this and are going to do this. If you put in the work and the energy and the spirit behind it, you will be able to make the dream come true. Isn't that nice? That really came together very nicely. So I'm gonna leave it at this, my dear spirit tribe, and I'm very happy you joined me today. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a very lovely day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.